Welcome back to the show. Broadway favorite Jeremy Jordan can be seen on the big screen this spring in the new biofilm Spinning Gold, where he plays Neil Bogart, the founder of the famed Casablanca Records. I recently caught up with Jeremy in the onstage studio to chat his new film and more. Jeremy Jordan, welcome to Onstage, or welcome back to Onstage.
Thank you. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and congratulations on this movie, Spinning Gold.
Yeah.
You are the lead in this film. You play Neil Bogart, the founder of Casablanca Records, who gave the masses Kiss and Donna Summer and the Village People. Did you know Neil's story prior to working on this?
No, I knew nothing about it. You know, of course, I know a lot of that music from the time, and he brought so many incredible acts to the world that are still like really popular, and we know all this music today. But in terms of his story, nothing. So I think that's one of the great things about this movie, though, is that we're kind of getting a glimpse of a figure who otherwise would have been lost to history.
How'd you book this? How'd you get the gig?
Oh, man. It doesn't make any sense how I got this gig. So it's been kicking around for like 20 years, because it's written and directed by Neil's son, the guy that I play.
And Neil died really young.
Neil died before I was born, in the early 80s.
At age 39, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was 39, and so he didn't know his father. He died when he was like 12 or whatever. Anyways, it's been kicking around for a really long time, and he sort of was coming to the point where they were going to shoot it and still hadn't cast his father. And he asked his good friend Larry Mark, who's a Broadway producer and also film producer, and he said, I need the guy on Broadway that like can deliver this, because Neil, the character of Neil, even though he was a record producer, was at heart a showman.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need that guy. And he recommended me, and Tim went and saw videos and immediately was like, that's exactly it.
The music in this film is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's classic.
I mean, are you a fan of all these tunes? I mean, I feel like even before seeing the film,
yeah.
I've now gone to the Spinning Gold playlist that someone created on Spotify.
Oh, they did?
But I've had, a lot of these tunes on my Spotify.
Yeah,
prior.
I mean, of course, you have Donna Summer, you have the Isley Brothers, Bill Withers, Parliament, and there's things that didn't even make the movie, like George Clinton and like Village People are only in a tiny little bit of it.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah.
I mean, he worked with so many incredible artists, and we were lucky enough to have, people come in, modern musicians and really great artists. Like we had Jason Derulo, Wiz Khalifa, Lettucey, Taylor Parks, Pink Sweats. I mean, the list goes on of really great people that we had to embody these characters. And one of the things that I really love about how we did the movie is, well, it's two things. One, they didn't do the modern, American Idol version where it's just, it feels like very much in the spirit of the time.
Yeah, it feels authentic.
But if you really watch the movie, what you pay attention to is we're not focused on doing the final cut. That the song that you know from the radio, the master, that's not what we're doing. We're doing like the first time they discover the song, or like a really early version of them singing it. So we kind of see it through Neil's eyes as he's discovering them.
One of my favorite parts in the movie is watching you and Lettucey, who plays Gladys Knight, discover Midnight Train to Georgia.
Right. Which was originally titled Midnight Plane to Houston.
Which we see in the movie.
Yeah, and like, what, Midnight Plane to Houston? That sounds terrible. I have no offense to Houston, love Houston, but like, come on. This is actually true. We dramatized a little bit more because we got Lettucey and I had to like sit at the piano and play together and kind of discover it, which was actually more of like a phone call in real life. But one of the great things, and I love Lettucey, she's an incredible singer, soul, gospel.
Grammy Award winning artist.
Grammy Award winning. We just sat and we just met. We literally met on set and was like, okay, we're gonna shoot this scene. And there was like half a page in the script. And one of the great things that Tim, our director, was always letting us do was just sit down and play. And so we sat down and he's like, I just want you guys to kind of play the song. And I'd gotten the sheet music a few days before, so I'm like tooling around, not well on the piano, but it's real life. And we're just kind of like singing through the song and discovering new lyrics and trying to find a way to rewrite it together. And we improv the whole scene.
Wow.
And
so that was all improv?
It's all,
unscripted. Wow.
It's all unscripted. And it all made it into the movie, which is really special because it's just me and Lettucey, who we're now friends, but had just officially met,
That's
and
incredible.
we're vibing together. And I was like, let's do this.
That's
and
awesome.
He kept trying to cut it. I was like, no, let's keep going. This is fun.
I
want
love
to sing
it.
with Lettucey some more.
I love it. We got Berry Gordy's story on stage with
Mm-hmm.
Motown the Musical. Do you want to bring Neil's story to the Broadway stage?
I think there are probably plans to do that. That's
Do you
not
wanna do
really
it?
my place to say it. Well, let's see how the movie does.
Jeremy Jordan, congratulations.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it.
I think Jeremy should do the Bio musical on Broadway. All right, you can catch Jeremy in Spinning Gold now playing in movie theaters.